What if I told you some of the most powerful strength-building exercises on Earth require zero movement? No reps, no weights, no noise, just pure controlled stillness. Now that sounds ridiculous, right? Because we've been sold this idea that fitness has to be explosive, loud, exhausting. That if you're not dripping in sweat, shaking from reps, or maxing out your lifts, then you're not making progress. But here's the uncomfortable truth. The people who train like that, and only like that, are the ones most likely to burn out, hit plateaus, or get injured. Why? Because they're skipping one of the most essential and most underrated components of true strength: isometric training. Yeah, I know. It doesn't look sexy on Instagram. You're not tossing barbells or jumping through rings of fire. But let me tell you something. Isometrics train your body in ways traditional movement can't. They target the deep, stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned, your joints protected, and your posture upright. They build tension in your tissues, the kind of tension that carries over into every lift, every sprint, every movement you care about. And here's what makes it wild. You can do these anywhere. On a mat, in your bedroom, during a break at work, even on vacation. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need expensive gear. You just need your body, your breath, and a bit of discipline. Yet fewer than 1% of people train this way. They skip it, overlook it, or think it's only for yoga instructors and rehab patients. Meanwhile, the athletes, coaches, and high performers who do understand isometrics are using them to level up everything, from core strength to injury prevention to mobility. So in this video, I'm walking you through 8 of the most powerful isometric exercises you're probably not doing, but absolutely should. And I'm not just going to name drop them. I'll show you what they do, why they matter, and how to use each one to build a body that's stronger, more stable, and injury-resistant from the inside out. Stick around till the end, because the final move might be the simplest, but also the one that flips your understanding of core training on its head. If this is already hitting close to home, hit that subscribe button, because what's coming next might just change the way you train forever. 1. Wall sit hold, the silent leg killer. It's the kind of move that looks too simple to be serious. You lean against a wall, slide down until your knees hit that perfect 90-degree angle, and you hold. No weights, no movement, no excuses. But within seconds, the illusion fades. Your quads start trembling. Your glutes are on fire. Your calves scream to bail out. And your brain starts negotiating an early exit. This is what real tension feels like. Inside your body, a battle is going down. Your quadriceps are holding the front line. Your glutes are locking you in. And your core? Working overtime to keep everything upright, balanced, and aligned. Here's the beauty of it. Unlike squats or lunges, the wall sit doesn't overload your joints. There's no pounding on the knees, no spine compression, no momentum to cheat with, just you, the wall, and gravity, doing its brutal, brilliant work. And the benefits? Leg endurance through the roof, improved knee stability, and bulletproof posture that translates into every other lower body move you do. You can start with 30 seconds. Work your way to a minute. Then 2. Want to make it harder? Add a backpack. Or lift your heels. Or close your eyes. Trust me, you'll feel muscles you forgot existed. And once you push past the shaking, something shifts. Mentally. Because this move isn't just physical, it's psychological. You learn how to stay still when everything in you wants to quit. But we're just warming up. The next move looks like a peaceful yoga pose. But under the surface, it's a full-body test of control, balance, and strength. 2. Warrior Hold. Stillness with power. From the outside, it looks peaceful, like something you'd see in a yoga class. But hold the warrior pose long enough, and you'll realize why it's named after a fighter, not a monk. Here's how it goes. One leg lunges forward, the other stretches back, straight and strong. Arms extended, chest proud, eyes fixed. And then you freeze. But on the inside, your quads are grinding, your glutes are bracing, your hamstrings and calves are holding that back leg like a steel cable under tension. Meanwhile, your core is working non-stop to keep you upright and steady, like a tripod balancing on shifting ground. This isn't flexibility, it's strength, it's control, it's a static war against gravity and imbalance. What makes the Warrior Hold so unique is how it trains your body as a whole, from your ankles to your spine. It improves hip mobility, strengthens stabilizers, and builds that quiet type of power that makes you more solid in everything else you do. And for people who sit all day, slouch into their phones, or walk with bad alignment, this pose is a reset button. It reopens your posture, recenters your body, and teaches you how to stay grounded, literally. You'll come out of it taller, steadier, and more aware of how your body holds itself in space. And speaking of posture, the next move might look like something out of a kid's cartoon, but it's one of the strongest back-building drills you can do without a single piece of equipment. 3. Superman Hold. Backside ignition. You know all about crunches, sit-ups, planks. But what about the muscles you can't see in the mirror? That's where the Superman Hold comes in. And trust me, this move earns its name. You lie flat on the floor, arms stretched forward, legs extended behind. Then, you lift both at the same time. Chest off the ground, thighs hovering, toes and fingers reaching in opposite directions. And you hold. Sounds easy. Looks even easier. But 30 seconds in, gravity turns into your greatest enemy. Here's what's happening. Your glutes contract hard. Your lower back lights up. Your shoulders, traps, and hamstrings all engage to keep your limbs lifted and steady. And your core? Working silently from below, keeping your spine stable and your body from sagging. This is the secret sauce of true core training. The posterior chain. From your neck to your glutes, these are the muscles that support your posture, protect your spine, and keep you standing tall. Most people train their abs and forget their back. But a weak back tar a weak foundation. And over time, it leads to pain, tightness, and bad movement patterns that ripple through your entire body. Just a few sets of Superman Holds per week can start to undo all that damage. It builds real strength, the kind that makes you walk straighter, sit taller, and move with confidence. And the best part? You need zero equipment, just the floor. That's it. But if you really want to feel your glutes fire and your hips come alive, the next move is going to light up your backside like a furnace. And all it takes is one powerful lift. 4. Glute Bridge Hold. Built not just for looks. This one looks too easy. You lie down, bend your knees, plant your feet, lift your hips, and just stay there. But give it a few seconds, and suddenly your glutes are burning, your hamstrings are cramping, and your lower back is on high alert. This is the Glute Bridge Hold, and it does way more than tone your butt. Let's break it down. When you lift and hold, your glutes switch on to full power. Your hamstrings pull tight like cables, Your core kicks in to keep your pelvis from tipping or sagging. And your lower back? It's finally getting the support it's been begging for. Now, here's why this move matters. Most of us sit for hours. Car, desk, couch, repeat. That shuts off our glutes and shortens our hips, which leads to back pain, knee instability, poor posture, and weak performance in basically every movement you care about. The glute bridge hold flips that script. It activates the posterior chain, improves hip extension, and teaches your body how to stabilize from the center. For women, it's a go-to for firming and lifting the glutes naturally. For men, it's a foundation builder for power, posture, and performance. Bonus? It boosts circulation in the pelvic region, which supports mobility, recovery, and even hormonal health. No weight, no noise, just raw control from the floor up. And now that your glutes are fired up, get ready for the next move. It doesn't build strength with resistance. It builds it with gravity. 5. Dead hang. Let gravity heal you. Out of all the exercises on this list, this one might look the easiest. Just grab a bar, hang, and do nothing. But looks are deceiving, because the dead hang is not a break. It's a full-body reset that hits way deeper than people expect. Here's what's really going on. As you hang from the bar, arms extended, feet off the ground, gravity takes over. And instead of compressing your spine like most exercises do, it decompresses it. Your vertebrae start to separate, giving your discs room to breathe. Your shoulders stretch open, especially the parts that get wrecked by sitting, typing, and scrolling all day. And your grip strength? Oh yeah, it's getting tested hard. You'll know instantly how strong or weak your hands, wrists, and forearms really are. And over time, that grip power carries over into lifts, pulls, and real-life tasks most people never train for. But the real magic? It's posture. We live hunched forward. Phones, laptops, car seats. That tightens everything up and pulls your body out of alignment. The dead hang gently pulls you back into position. It realigns. It resets. It releases tension you didn't even know you were holding. Start with 10 to 20 seconds. Build up slowly. Your shoulders will thank you. Your back will loosen up. And your whole upper body will feel lighter, more mobile, more alive. And now that your arms and grip are fired up, let's put them under real tension. Because the next move forces you to hold the line, literally, while every muscle screams for release. 6. Push-up. Hold. Strength. Without the reps. Push-ups are about movement, right? Down, up, repeat. Burn through a set and call it a day. But here's where things get real. What if you paused halfway, elbows bent, chest just above the floor, and held it? No reps. No bounce. Just hold. Welcome to the Push-Up Hold, a brutal, humbling test of raw stability and control. As you sink into that 90-degree position, your chest ignites. Your triceps brace like steel rods. Your core locks down to stop your hips from sagging. And your shoulders, they're working overtime to keep the entire frame steady. There's no hiding in this hold, no momentum, no rhythm to mask fatigue. Just tension, stillness, truth. And it's exactly that stillness that makes this move so powerful. You build joint integrity in the elbows and shoulders. You learn to control your body under stress. And you create deep muscular endurance that carries over to everything, from push-ups and dips to planks, and even Olympic lifts. It's also one of the best bodyweight drills for mental toughness. Because when your arms start shaking and your brain says drop, you get to practice saying not yet. Start with 10 to 15 seconds. Build to 30. Soon, you'll notice your regular push-ups feel stronger, cleaner, and more explosive, all because you mastered the pause. But if you think that was tough, the next move is a full-body tension drill hiding in plain sight. And it's probably way more effective than you've ever given it credit for. 7. Plank hold, the foundation of control. Everyone thinks they know the plank. Some call it a beginner move. Others rush through it like a warm-up. But when done right, with perfect form, deep focus, and full-body engagement, the plank becomes a weapon. Here's how it goes. Forearms on the floor, feet together, body in one straight, locked in line from head to heels. And then, nothing. Just hold. But inside your body, everything is working. Your abs fire like steel cables. Your obliques stabilize your sides. Your glutes tighten. Your quads engage. Even your shoulders, lats, and traps join the party to keep your spine stable and your posture locked in. And that shaking? It's not weakness. It's your nervous system recruiting every muscle fiber it can to hold the position. The plank isn't flashy, but it is foundational. It builds endurance in your core, strength in your stabilizers, and awareness in your posture. You want to lift heavier? Start with a better plank. Want to run faster, jump higher, or move pain-free? Start with a better plank. It's not just a core exercise, it's a full-body diagnostic. The longer you hold, the more your body reveals. Where you're weak, where you're tight, where you're leaking power. Fix it here, and everything else gets better. And now that your entire body is under tension, let's flip the position and unlock a move that reverses bad posture, reactivates neglected muscles, and opens up everything you've been closing down. 8. Reverse tabletop hold. Posture reboot mode. It's awkward. It feels weird at first, and most people skip it, which is exactly why you shouldn't. The reverse tabletop hold is one of the most underrated posture fixes in the game, and once you feel it, you'll understand why. Here's how it works. Sit on the floor, knees bent, feet flat. Place your hands behind you, fingers pointing toward your heels. Now push through your palms and feet, lifting your hips until your body forms a straight tabletop. And hold. Right away, your glutes kick in. Your shoulders stretch open, especially the front delts and pecs that get tight from hunching. Your chest expands, and your entire back chain, traps, lats, rhomboids, hamstrings, lights up to hold the line. This move is pure gold for anyone who sits all day. It reverses the damage done by screens and slouching. It strengthens the muscles that hold your upper body upright. And it opens up tight areas that steal your power without you even realizing it. But here's the real beauty. It teaches your body how to exist in better alignment. Not just during workouts, but throughout the day. Your spine stacks better, your shoulders pull back, and suddenly, you feel taller, more balanced, more in control. It's not a flashy move, but it's a necessary one. And now that we've covered these 8 essential holds, let's talk about why isometric training is more important today than ever, and how to start applying it to your everyday routine. Why isometric training hits different? Most workouts are loud, explosive, fast-paced. You lift, you sweat, you move. But isometric training flips the script. It asks you to stop, to hold, to feel what your body does under pressure without motion. And that stillness, it reveals everything. Isometric holds target the muscles that stabilize, not just the ones that flex. These are the deep, quiet fibers that keep your joints in place, your spine aligned, your posture strong. They don't show up in mirror selfies, but they show up when it counts. Like when you lift something awkward, catch yourself from falling, or push through physical stress without breaking down. And it's not just physical. Holding still when everything in you wants to drop out builds mental grit. It trains your nervous system to stay composed under tension. That kind of control carries over into every rep, every lift, every challenge you face outside the gym. Most people skip this kind of work. They think it's boring. They think it's basic. But those same people are usually the first to plateau, to get injured, or to burn out. Isometrics give you durability. They give you balance. They give you strength that lasts. How to apply isometrics in your daily routine. The beauty of this training is how easily it fits into your life. You don't need an hour. You don't need equipment. You don't even need a gym. All you need is your body, your breath, and a little time. You can sneak isometric holds into almost any part of your day. Between sets at the gym, drop into a plank. Just got home from work? Hit a glute bridge hold before dinner. Winding down at night? 30 seconds of wall sit? Done. These aren't workouts you have to schedule. They're tools you can pull out anytime. And they work, not just for strength, but for posture, joint health, and movement quality. Holding positions teaches your body how to stay aligned under tension, which translates into better performance in everything else you do. Start small. Choose 2 or 3 holds you connect with. Do each one for 30 to 60 seconds, 2 or 3 times per week. Stay consistent, and let your body do the rest. You'll feel the difference, not just in how you train, but in how you carry yourself through the day. Strength isn't always about how much you can lift. Sometimes it's about how long you can hold, how long you can stay still under pressure. When your muscles are shaking, your mind is yelling, "Quit," and you choose to breathe through it anyway. That's the real power of isometric training. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but it builds something deeper, a kind of strength that sticks with you, in your joints, in your posture, in the way you move through life. Because anyone can rep out a few sets, but not everyone can hold the line when everything starts to burn. And if you've made it this far in the video, you're not like everyone else. You're here to train smarter, to move better, to become unshakable from the inside out. So here's the real question. What's the one thing you're changing in your training after this? If this video gave you even one insight, one shift in perspective, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let's keep building something solid together.